If you didn't know.
Right, the current time is 23:01, 11 p.m, which means it's absolutely the perfect time to test and try out my ball for the 2026 season. We're going to test these on 60-degree pitching wedge, 7-iron, wood, and driver. But here's the catch. To make this easier, due to the fact that I've got 7 golf balls and 5 categories, I've set a data measurement for each competition. So for 60 degree, it is spin and dispersion. For pitching wedge, it is consistency of distance. For 7-iron, it is peak height and curvature. For utility wood, it is lack of curvature or consistency of the same curvature. And for driver, it is ball speed and dispersion. For each round, there will be a clear loser, which means that ball will be knocked out and will not be tested for the rest of the analysis. And we will end up with 2 balls, which I think is fair, because a lot of this relies on how well I can hit the ball at 2 a.m.
Welcome back to episode 3, the 7-iron test. This is where I wanted to look at something slightly different. Instead of spin or distance, I focused on trajectory consistency, specifically on apex height. Because if your peak height varies too much from shot to shot, it becomes much harder to control landing angles and carry numbers into greens. So far, we've lost the TP5 for lack of any consistency in spin or dispersion with the wedges, and the Pro V1X for being too sporadic on carry numbers due to its extremely high spin. 7-irons, what I did was measure the range between the lowest and the highest apex, drawing on the average apex for each golf ball. And just to get straight into it, with a fluctuation of just 8.5 feet, the standard performer here was the Wilson Staff Model X, which was by far the tightest in the test. That means the ball was launching and flying at almost identical peak heights every time, which is exactly what you want for repeatable iron stroke. The second most consistent ball was actually the Srixon Z-Star Diamond, with a range of about 16 feet, followed by the Pro V1 Left Dash at roughly 24 feet. From second to third, there is 2 and 3 times apex of the Wilson, showing how strong it was in this category. But for the biggest surprise of the entire test for me was the worst performing ball in the data set, and that was the Pro V1. It produced the widest apex range of about 39 feet. Now that doesn't necessarily mean the ball performs poorly overall, it definitely didn't, but it does show that in this test, its trajectory window was much less consistent than the rest of the field. So when it comes to iron flight consistency, the clear winner here was the Wilson Staff Model X, followed by the Srixon Z-Star Diamond, with the rest of the field spread out behind.
Right, I'm tapping out. I am now hitting 7-irons, 160 yards. It's 3:30 in the morning. We have gone through the absolute work. Some of the results are absolutely mental. We're 250 balls deep, and I'm so surprised at some of the balls that haven't survived the test. So we're gonna go get some food, get a sleep, and then come back, and we will do 6 wood driver. I mean, even though this cheat stick is giving me 1.5 smash, 140 ball speed is not gonna cut it. We will see you after some sleep.